Professor Jarmo Suominen, you teach mass customization. Which is the contribution of mass customization to the building industry?
Okay, the whole notion of mass customization starts with the customer demand. So actually, that's already happening, that customer demand is such a strong thing that developers must create the systems which answer to that demand. And mass customization is the mean to answer that demand. Basically it means that the customer should be able to create and develop their own environment so that it supports their lifestyle and their life stages. And at the moment it's not possible. And the ways to make it possible is to start to look at the whole process, from designing to developing the construction materials, to developing the modules, and how the modules are then delivered to the construction site, and after that how the construction is being done. And it's quite complicated task, but it's understandable if you think the building as a chassis. So the infrastructure is chassis which holds everything, all the systems, the HVAC systems, wiring, everything together, and the components that are then being configured by the user are the infill parts. They are smaller, lightweight parts that the user could change the room arrangement, the spatial arrangements, or maybe some materials. There are lots of things that prevent user to do that at the moment. One thing is law. For example, in Finland, it's not possible to sell an apartment without kitchen. One thing is the logistical processes. It's not possible to bring, for example, 10 different kitchens in the construction site at the moment. So it's a new process that need to be developed in all these cases.
Is sustainability related to mass customization?
Well, the sustainability comes through on demand. So it means that nothing is going to build by forecasting customer demand. And also it means that because nothing is based on forecasting, there's no waste. Basically the minimum amount of building material is used, and the minimum amount of waste space or waste solution, or not so good solutions, is being used. And if you think that the customer they know best what is the most suitable things for them, they could adjust. If they want to have sustainable environment, they are then free to choose the components that allow them to do that. At the moment, the developer itself chooses whatever is best for customer. And that means that if the developer doesn't like sustainable solution, it doesn't happen. But from the customer's point of view, it could be interesting option. So it has two phases. Once the demand-based solution, don't create any waste material, and then the customer has the power to kind of create the sustainable solutions if they find that reliable. And of course it's inside their brains and inside their attitudes, but the customers are the one who had the right attitude, not the developer. I must apologize that, but it's the situation at the moment.
In order to implement sustainable mass customization, do you foresee a particular platform or system? Open system,
okay, the building platform which allows the mass customization, there are many ways to do that. And I mentioned earlier the chassis, which is kind of overall name for that. And there's one system called open construction where the floor is raised and all the technical system goes under the floor, which allows all kind of configuration in the room shapes and in the spatial configuration, as well as with the size of the apartment. And so that open construction chassis combination creates a platform for user configuration. And it's important because that doesn't happen once. It happens again and again when time goes by. New generations comes and the apartment is still configurable. So it means also that nothing is created for waste. Everything is sustainable in that way that it could be renewed and renewed and renewed again and again and again.
How can customers know what is best for them?
There's no way that answer that very simple, with very simple phrases, because the architects tend to think that they are the ones who know what customers want best. And the adequate and enough support mechanisms need to be created in order to support customers and develop the understanding between customers so that they know that once you put kitchen and bedroom together, what happens then, or what is the most suitable material for kitchen. So it's important that the support mechanism understand the lifestyles of customers, and it's not enough to just create a huge amount of variation. It just creates confusion. So these solutions must be supported by software, and internet is the perfect platform for doing that, because it creates the communicative platform for customers. They communicate between themselves like man and wife, and then they communicate with developer, between developer and the customer, and then with relatives and with construction company without no extra resources needed. And that, I must say that mass customization doesn't happen without customer support. And it's basically software-based solutions, and it's pretty much like automobile industry has done. So only certain configurations are possible, and the ones that create more harm than good things are not possible.
Who is going to get the major benefit then?
Both the customer and the developer and the constructor, because that means that the developer and constructor doesn't have to guess anything. They just do what customer wants them to do in the infill area. And the customer benefits because they get better solutions tailored by their needs. And that's a complicated question because the needs are so diversified. Somebody needs more automatization to support the lifestyle. Somebody wants to just have raw walls and nothing else. And if that is possible in cost-efficient way, I say that everybody benefits. It's kind of win-win situation, but it's not the easy situation to achieve. But the best possible way to achieve that is the modularity. So the customer has set of modules or components that, as I told you earlier, could be put together only in certain ways. Otherwise, it creates a mess. It's not question of customer participating in the design process. It's a question of customer participating in the decision process. And the decisions are made between cost-efficient components that have been pre-designed by architect.
What do you mean by scalability?
Well, scalability could be looked in very different ways, but in my mind it means that the right amount of components, modules and services could be scaled according to customer need. So, and if the platform is flexible enough, when the needs are changing, that could be updated, the home could be updated or transformed to something else. I could even change the placement of my kitchen if I want. That's not the case in most of the cases, but it doesn't require any special arrangement inside the platform.
How about technologies?
There's two technologies that exist already and that are important here. One is the digital communication between one-to-one and one-to-many, like internet, which allows the negotiation to happen easily. But the most crucial one is the CNC manufacture technology, which allows all kind of different shapes or different combinations without any extra premium costs, because the computer doesn't care what is the end product. And let me give one example. There's a cabinet company in Finland that from the end part of the production line, there comes one kitchen at a time. Not 100 similar cabinets, but one kitchen at a time, and every single kitchen is different. And there's no cost difference between these kitchens. They just pop out because the whole production line is CNC equipped. So everything happens automatically, but the important thing is the constant data flow. So the production line must know all the time what is the next cabinet looking like. And that information should come from developer, and originally it comes from the customer through internet. But that combination of internet technologies and CNC production technologies, they are essential to make this happen.